Hi everyone, welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. Very exciting. It feels like we didn't have class for a long time. For me it was 2 weeks, right? Because I hurt my back 2 weeks ago, so I couldn't make it. But last week it was Purim, so also we didn't have. So we back on track, thank God. So as usual, we like to start with the few breath exercise, just to focus our energy and to connect with the here and the now. So if you wish, you can just, close your eyes, uncross your legs and hands. Just relax. Be comfortable in the chair. Take a deep breath through your belly. You can hold for 2-3 seconds and release. Exhale. Try to quiet your mind as much as you can. Quiet the mind, it means we like to focus our energy to what's really important. And what's really important right now is this moment in time. As we can connect, we can plant new seeds for the future, to see the trees that we wish to have, to see the fruits that we wish to have. So we purify our mind, purifying our nefesh, purifying our blood, removing all the blockages, connecting with the truth, with the here, with the now, with the energy of the tree of life. While you continue to do this exercise, I will read the verse from Tree of Life to connect all of us with that energy. לפני הצמצום היה אין סוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע כי טרם שנאצלו נאצלים ונבראו נבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא. ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. Take a deep breath to our belly, you can open your eyes while you exhale. Amazing. Welcome back everyone, from wherever you went. So we continue to read and connect from the introduction for TLE from Rav Ashlag. Rav Ashlag saying, וכבר משלו חכמים משל נאה על עניין זה, על הפסוק, הויה מתאבים את יום השם, למה זה לכם יום השם? Right, so we started to talk about it last time. It was 2 weeks ago, but we started to talk about it. That he says, there is a sentence that asking a question, why you waiting for the day of the light? No, because I don't think just us, but a lot of people in this world waiting for the day of redemption, right? We want to redeem ourselves from different difficulties in life, right? And I tell you, I'm sure many people in this world, if they study Kabbalah, not study Kabbalah, if they're spiritual, not spiritual, there is something in our system that we're waiting for that day, that we all will be redeemed, to be better, nicer, smoother, okay? But he says, so, but why you asking for that day of the light, that the light will be revealed in that day? Because we're talking about if everything will be smooth and nice, it means the light will be revealed, right? So it's going to be less judgments, more energy of the Creator, more energy of the light, more energy of mercy, right? So he's saying, hu choshech velo or, because it can be for some darkness and not light, right? It can be darkness and not light. I don't know if you're familiar with that you can call it article or verses from the Zohar, from portion Shmot in the Zohar, that it speaks about the time of Messiah. Did someone read this article from the Zohar in Shmot? Okay, so I recommend to read it. We used to teach it. I remember when I studied Kabbalah, like when I started, like a few years ago, let's call it, right, in Israel. I think the last class, of Kabbalah 1, we used to teach 12 classes, right? So I think the last class of Kabbalah 1, it's called Achrit Hayamim, it's called the end of the days. Can you imagine? It's just the name. Right? It's like, back then it was like, it feel like, okay, normal, like it feel like fine, but now we're thinking about like, wow, it's like, and I remember the last class was talking about what the Zohar saying in those paragraphs. And listen, I was there, volunteering Kabbalah 1 and helping the teacher, so for me it was like, like, kind of, it's the class, right? So you're doing whatever you need to do. But I remember it was harsh. That specific class was a very harsh class. And many people, it shake their system, Because what those are saying over there, if we not it's not about the Zohar right things, not to scare us off. The Zohar telling us things that, things can happen if we're not following those ways, right? Because what we study here, what Rav Ashlag telling us, remember? Listen, there are two trees, right? Tree of life or tree of knowledge of bad and good. Rav Ashlag doesn't try to scare us. But telling us, listen, guys, you understand, if you go in this way, that's what can happen. If you walk in this way, that's what can happen, right? It's like a good father. What the father said to his kids, you want them to get harmed? No, listen, if you drive fast, it's dangerous. No. But we don't really like to listen, right? But remember, it's what the Zohar saying over there, right? He's saying about our times. And also now we can see that there are two sides to the coin, right? There are parts of our life also that we can feel and experience oi, like it can be like kind of parts of our life can look like disaster, right? I don't know what to do, everything is mixed up, everything this, we can't like focus our mind, we can't see even a positive in the future, what will happen, right? We're like kind of confused. And there are parts of our life, maybe it can be like, balance, and I know this, I know that. So now it can be parts like months, can be week, can be one day, can be 1 hour. It depends on our level, it depends how we can restrict fast and, as I was saying, connect myself back to the light faster. But if you look at the world, so imagine at least, we study Kabbalah and we have the tools. So let's say if we're freaking out sometimes, okay, we can have the Zohar. You can scan the Zohar, you can come down, you can do some Ana Bekoach, you can use something to hold into. You can call your teacher, you can come to the center, you come to class, at least we can, it's like you go to the gym, right? So you run into your spiritual gym. At least you have something to hang on, right? So you mentioned, but most of the world doesn't have Kabbalah. They can have, but let's say they're not connected. Or most of the world, I'm not sure they're even spiritual people. What I mean spiritual people? I mean like belong to a group, like community of study, okay? Maybe there is a lot of people they connected with religion. I'm talking about spirituality. It can be different things, right? So what Rav Ashlag is asking here, but if you ask people around the world, like we asked in Kabbalah 1, in the first class, what do you want? People answer it, the answer is the same. If you think about it, if all of us are saying what we want, right? Maybe our desires a little bit become more spiritual, but the truth is, during the day, we're looking for the same things. Yes, we're looking for the light, of course. We want the result, we want to be happy, want to be healthy, want to be wealthy, want love, we want to share. But most of the world want to do the same. You take any person around the world and ask him, right? Look. But so Rav Ashlag he asking a true question, because as a spiritual people, when we asking for something, doesn't matter what we're asking for, we need to stop for a second and to ask ourselves, just a second. Right now, my desire, where I'm coming from, why I want what I want, what is the benefit, what is the result, what is the goal of my desire? Because many times we have desires that right now I need this, right now, like we rushing, I need, just a second, maybe it's not good for you. How do you know it's good for you? How do you know? No, right now I feel that's gonna, how do you know? How do we know? How many times in life we have different desires, we receive the fulfillment, and it wasn't light that we thought it will be. It's happened to you once, and then it become like darkness, not light. Then we need to fix it, to work more. I wish I didn't ask for that, and now I receive it, right? So what he says here, he says, now we're talking about redemption here, not about even, so life showing us sometimes, but we don't learn from mistakes, unfortunately. We think we are, maybe after a lot of mistakes, right? Because we think, every time that before the mistake we have a sign from the Creator, but be careful. But what's Satan telling us? Don't worry. It's not going to happen to you. It will happen, it's happened to other people, but no, you're good. And then you do it and bam! Oh man, again I did mistake. How many times in life it's happened to us? Now, we're not talking about even major and crazy mistakes. I'm talking about even small mistakes that are big. With my wife, with my kids, the husband, with my neighbor, with my best friend, right? We saying something, I wish I didn't say it. And now what? So now it become, instead of light, become darkness. So here Rav Ashlag asking a very powerful question. We all praying and want redemption, we want this, we want, Messiah and love and this. Are you ready to receive that? Maybe if you're going to come, he says, Rav Ashlag, but it's darkness, it's not light. He says, Mashal etangol v'atalef. So he's given a story about the chicken and the bat. Bat is a bat, like a Batman, right?
Bat.
What?
Bat.
Yeah. Okay. So he's saying that both of them, they waiting for the light. Both of them, right? Because not the chicken, the rooster, right? That the Kabbalists used to take the rooster to wake them up in the morning. So before dawn, he like making his noise, and they wake up. So they didn't have like iPhones, whatever. So in nature, the rooster, they wake up before dawn. They right. So they're announcing the dawn arrives. So nature actually given us from nature different signs to help us to connect. Today you don't see roosters on the streets, right? It's like right. So you might want to buy maybe a rooster and not a phone. So he says both of them, they're waiting for the light, right, in the morning. But he's saying, so the rooster told the bat. No. Yes, bat. I don't want people. I'm saying something else. So he says, I'm waiting. He asked him, I'm waiting for the light, right? But this is my beginning of the day, right? He started the day. But you, why are you waiting for the light? So he's saying, ודוק מאוד, ומובן היטב שאותם הלומדים שלא זכו מתוך שלא לשמה, לבוא לשמה. So he's saying, so the ones that, because we know he can't live in daylight, right? He can't live, so for him it will be darkness. But for the rooster, it's the beginning of the day. So he's saying that the ones that we know, that we studied before, that the ones that study not with the right intention, they will come to the place that they will have the right intention, they will have the right vessel, okay? So he's saying, היינו משום שהם מחוסרי אמונה חס ושלום. But if they don't have the full certainty, God forbid, because remember, the intention is very important of what any action that we are taking. The intention is very important, Now, I'm saying me also, all of us, we're not really appreciating the power that we have within. We don't appreciate the power of our thoughts, the power of our words, and the power of our intention. Because, let's break it a little bit, okay? Because it's very important what I was saying here. So we need to break it. We have a thought. We are in conversation right now, okay? Now, we said, what is my desire? We all want the light, yes? We want the light? You want the light? We want the fulfillment? Yes. During the day, everything that we are doing, why we doing what we're doing, let's say, in the main goal, I want the light. I want the fulfillment. Whatever fulfillment that, but in the end of the day, it's light. Doesn't matter what physical things you want, but it's light. I want the light from it. And I want this light to stay. I don't want just to have it for a few minutes and disappear. Right? I want the light and I want to enjoy it, okay? So this is our goal. So if this is what I want, so we're receiving many, many thoughts during the day, okay? Now those thoughts, some of those thoughts, we interpretate into words, because we're not using all the thoughts to say what we're thinking, right? People would think we are crazy if we just go into talk our thoughts, right? Sometimes I'm talking my thoughts just to to listen to myself, and there's people around me or my wife. What you say? We said no. It's I'm in the middle of conversation and it's okay. You don't pay attention sometimes, and you say things. People, what? No, it's okay. Now to explain what you said, maybe it's it's a lot of stories right behind it. So we interpret sometimes the thoughts into words. Now, what is a word? A word in Hebrew, it's called teva. Teva, it's an ark. It's a vessel. So a word, it's a vessel, it's an ark. Now this vessel, the letters, right? So you take in letters and you put it into a word, then you put everything into a sentence. Imagine how much power there is over there. Now that, it's called teva. That teva, that ark, that vessel, coming out of my mouth. Now I created angels, okay, from that word, okay? Now, what I fulfill this vessel with, this is the intention. This is the intention. It's not the cover. Because let's say a person, you can see a person dressed in a nice suit, look like amazing, right? And this, and you're like, oh wow, look at that, wow, look at it, or look at her, whatever, right? And suddenly she or he opened their mouth, and oh my God, no. Suddenly you lost the fancy dress or the fancy suit. So now you're judging the person from, like we said, he suddenly maybe start to curse or start to be upset and complain, whoa. So till when? So we see the package looks like, whoa, amazing. So I have the package, I have the word. So the word go to the person or go to the cosmos. But what there is inside, that's what counts. You see the difference? So sometimes we have the package, and suddenly we start to talk, and people judging us not just from the package, from what we're saying. And we're judging people according to that. Why? Because what you say, it's showing about your consciousness, showing about who you are inside, right now. No, maybe not whatever, but let's say right now, okay? In that time. So, think about it in that way. The same sentence, somebody can come to his wife, in the way home, he can buy flowers and buy chocolate. And he come home and he opened the door and he said to his wife, hi honey, how was your day? I love you. And he gave her the chocolate and the flowers. And she can look at him and say, what's happened? Well, I can't just love you? I can't just surprise you? Another guy can do the same and come to his wife, say, honey, how was your day? I love you, and give her, said, oh, I love you too, and she will hug him and kiss him. What's the difference between those two guys? Think about it. The same words. What's the difference? Intention. What is the intention? The first guy, he saw a woman in the street and he was thinking about her, so he felt guilt. So he ran to buy and to his wife. So she felt it right away. The other guy, he saw a beautiful woman, the same woman that he saw the same woman, and she reminds me, he reminds me of his wife. He said, oh my God, I love my wife so much. And he went and he buy her. It's the intention we put inside of the words. It's not just the words. And somehow we stop thinking about what we're just saying. We're just saying what I'm putting inside my words. Because we all work in like salesperson, like salespeople. We all day long, we try to sell things. We don't even know we are salespeople. We don't need to work in a sales company, but we're selling ourselves, selling our ideas, selling this. So we do, just a second, what about the energy inside? Now this is something we need to work on. And this is what we're saying. So those that actually we're already doing and using the tools says, are you really have certainty? So you're already doing, let's just start to inject of what we're already doing, certainty in the Creator. Right now, I'm using the tools, I'm studying even TLE. That will cleave me, I'm coming closer and closer to cleave myself with the Creator. So he's saying, do we have certainty while we're using the tools, following the rules? Because sometimes what Satan, he can trick us while we're using the tools and the rules. He can make us to feel tired. Oh man, I already every Tuesday, this TLE, okay, I can skip, let me just rest, I'm tired, or whatever that thing, whatever, it can be, even the gym, it's good for you, but I'm tired, doesn't matter what is the thing that actually make me feel good. He can make me like, oh, you're already doing it for 1 year, it's okay, you can skip here, you can skip that, you can eat this, and we don't pay attention that we actually just saying, but I feel good, why I need to change now? If I feel good about something, why it's okay and easy for me to leave that road? I work so hard to build it. Why now? It's very easy for me to, he's right, it's 1 year, so it's okay. What I'm doing. Like that. So if I start to practice certainty, I start to hear his voice more. I say, whoa, just a second. I want to listen more and more to the voice of the Creator of the light. I want to put the volume and to hear more the voice of the light. Because right now the volume, the opponent is actually more stronger because I'm listening to him more. So he's saying, those that study, that they didn't have the merit to come to that place, that they don't have the right intention to have the right intention, it's because they didn't have the certainty. They didn't have the certainty. So if we're doing things, and doesn't matter how many years, right, we're doing whatever we're doing, sometimes we're missing what? The intention. Doesn't matter how many times I will tell you I love you. But if I want something from you, you're going to feel it. Okay, Michael, what do you want? Right? So you don't really feel I love you, you feel like I need something from you. So I'm telling you I love you. And it's happened to all of us. We feel people, we feel energies, right? It's very hard, kind of to lie, because we feel the energies, right? Today the cosmos is open. So I need to ask myself, just a second, am I honest? Am I really putting the right intention and energy in my words? Because whatever I'm putting out there will come back to me. Now this is something, it's so powerful that we don't believe it's so powerful. That Satan, he actually here is like, whatever, you can say whatever, that's okay, don't worry. No, we can't. Remember, the Rav says in one of the videos, not here, we didn't see it yet, but one of the videos just been in the Zohar class, the Rav says, you can sit and you can ask from the molecules to do the work for you, and they will do the work for you. But to reach that level, we need to build ourselves to reach that level. We need really to purify our vessel, purify our consciousness, really to have the certainty that the molecules can do the work for me. How the Kabbalists connect with the upper world and reveal all of those amazing secrets. So he says, and this is why they didn't receive any type of light from the Torah. Because remember, he says, if I'm busy with the Torah, if I'm busy with Tree of Life, even though I'm coming not from the right intention, the light of the Torah will help me to do what? To raise myself up. So I need to feel like elevated every time, right? So if I'm not feeling elevated, it means my intention is not in the right place. My intention is not in the right place. So many times we can do something in the 1% and have the expectation to receive the 99%. Why? What did I do to earn it? Just 1%. What is the intention I put in the 1%? So also in my spiritual work, I can come many times with agenda. Okay? So I need to start to pay attention if what I'm doing right now, I'm coming with agenda, or actually I'm working to remove my agenda. We need to start to, because, okay, we studied before, but I'm just reminding us. Remember, we need to purify the desire to receive oneself alone. So now, we can, in classes, in this, we can get it. We can start to sink in. But in life, this is the real work. This is the real gym. This is the place we need to do that work. Not in the classroom. Not when I'm scanning the Zohar. Not when I'm doing yoga now, poses and everything amazing. But this is 1 hour. What about the other 23 hours? Because even with sleeping, we're receiving messages. Do I'm using what I'm doing in those times of connections? Do I'm using it after? That's what I need to ask myself. If not, I want to start. Because first of all, I need to recognize that maybe I'm not using it. Because why? Remember, when we get in together and study, it's very powerful because I'm investing so much, not just money, also effort. My time, my effort, my money to sit, to listen, to open myself, to start to try to understand. Right? It's a lot. Think about it. It's a lot of effort. So I'm receiving, I'm earning, but I didn't do yet. So I'm feeling good. I feel the energy, right? What's happened when I'm leaving the classroom? Now, whatever I download here, it's still in a potential state. When I'm walking out, I need to do something to receive it. It's like remember, we have inner light, we have a surrounding light, right? So the inner light is what I already earned, but the surrounding light is pushing me to change, right? We want to do things. The universe is pushing us, because I need to, whatever I'm at today, I need to be in a different place. So every time we scan the Zohar, every time we read it, come into Shabbat, come into holidays, making connections, come to class, whatever we're doing, it's investment that we're receiving energy. Now the energy is waiting for us to earn it. So one is to come to earn that energy that we download in, right? And one, I'm taking this energy, I'm walking out of the class. Now I need to do something in 1% to manifest this energy to become inner light. Are you following? It's equation, right? So if I can remember that, I say, you know what? I want to do something about it. That's what I'm saying many times. We can't do everything. Again, there's so many things we need to change. One point that, that will take even from tonight, from tomorrow. I want to put in my intention to edit. Because whatever I'm earning and I'm adding in, that's it. It's in the system. Boom. Done deal. Up, I'm growing. You know how many things we do already in an automatic way? Many things, right? Since we've been kids. So what we're doing, we want to add more and more and more and more and more and more. And then we're changing our vessel more and more and more to the side of cleaving myself with the Creator. So step by step, day by day, step by step, slow. But I need to want to do it. ועל כן לא קיבלו שום מאור מהתורה. ועל כן בחשיכה יתהלכון. This is why they will walk in the darkness. וימותו ולא בחומה. אבל אותם שזכו לאמונה שלמה, and he says they will die but not with wisdom. But those that have the merit and connect with the full certainty, the complete certainty, מובטחים בדברי חז"ל, they've been promised from the righteous, שמתוך שמתעסקים בתורה אפילו שלא לשמה, that even though they will deal with the Torah not with the right intention, המאור שבו מחזירים אותו, the light of the Torah will bring him back. So now what's the difference between the two things? You can see two people doing the same work, and you're going to connect with one and the other, and you're not going to connect. It's happened to you that you see people doing the same thing, doing dishes, doing this, whatever they do, and you like this person more than this person. And if you now go back and you think why, because you don't even know those people. One might do it with the happiness and songs and with the right intention. The other one, he complain, why do you put right? It's like you feel the energy. So oh, I like to work with this person, right? You don't even know those people. It's all about energy. It's all about intention. And now we're not talking about other people, we're talking about ourselves. So he's saying, so if we come in with the right intention of why I'm doing what I'm doing, even though right now I have desire to receive one self, but I have certainty in the light that will help me and guide me, I can transform. So I can type into that light and I can receive it. And I can grow from it. And you know what? We can start to see things about ourselves. And we're going to accept that I need to change it. Because it's not easy for us to change. It's not easy for no one, right? And especially we don't like other people telling us what to do, not to do. Yes? You like somebody tell you what you need to change? No. But I'm a spiritual person. Light, please show me what I need to do to get to my next level. And then the wife came and said, hey, you behave like this. Don't tell me what to do. Right? But he asked from the light. So he sent his wife, your wife sent the neighbor, he sent your best friend, he sent someone. What, you want the light? I am God. You ask me, I just came to tell you this is what you need to change. Right? So we asked him from the Creator. The Creator sent us the messages and we said, no, we push it away. So it's like, what are we doing? So he's saying, the light will bring him back to calling with the Creator, ויזכו, and they will have the merit, גם בלי ההקדם של איסורים וחצר, even though they're not going to have, the introduction, call it, of pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. Because pain and suffering, again, just for us to understand, we're not going to hear about punishment in the way that we think it's punishment. Again, what is pain and suffering? Just for us to put into perspective. Because, one can, let's say, I'm talking about moving our body, okay? One can move his body because he has a goal. So it's going to be hard for him, but he has a goal, so he do it with love. One will move his body because the doctor told him, and he hates it. So he's going to complain. So for him, it's going to be pain and suffering. For the other guy, even though it's going to be hard, he see the goal, and he said, no, I can do it. You see the same thing. It's just consciousness. So what he says here. So why they're not, even though it's going to be hard, because it's hard for all of us to push, to change, it's not easy, right? But if I have a goal and I'm happy about it, you don't see it as pain and suffering. You see it as an opportunity. That's the thing. But if I don't see it as an opportunity, so then I'm going to complain, I'm going to win, that's not the reason why we came here, remember? להיטיב לנבראיו. Put it in your mind. The Creator just wants me to be happy and to be fulfilled. If I'm in that position right now, I'm complaining and whining and that, stop. Whoa, just a second. I really went far from the way of tree of life. Just a second. Let me go back. Because here, the light cannot give me nothing. Just let go back, cleave myself back. Okay. Now let me change. Let me do something. And this is what we have. We have the tools. We have the rules. So I want to ask from the Creator, I want to remember when I'm falling that I always can come back. And I don't want to stay there for long. I want to right away, come back. גם בלי הקדם לייסורים וחיי צער. לתורה לשמה המביאה לחיי עושר וטוב בעולם הזה ובעולם הבא, כנ"ל. That they will receive the life of happiness, of joy in this world and the world to come, כנ"ל. ועליהם הכתוב אומר, אז דנג על השם והרכבתיך על במי ארץ. That we're supposed to, there is a sentence that says, we're supposed to enjoy the light of the Creator. To enjoy the light of the Creator. ומעין עניין עליו פירשתי פעם את מלצת חז"ל. מי שתורתו אומנותו. There is a sentence that says that the Torah, tree of life, is supposed to be the art, our art. So if a person makes the tree of life, the Torah, his art. It's beautiful. If you think about it, it's beautiful, right? אשר בעסק תורתו ניכר שיעור אמנותו. Why? Because in the way that he approaching the study and he activate the Torah in his life, this is how you can see the art of the person. The art of the person. Because each one of us, he approaching the Torah in a different way and using it in a different way. כי אומנותו אותיות אמונתו, because the way you write omanuto, his art, is the same way, or you just need to change the order of the letters, of emunato, his certainty. So omanuto, emunato is also sounds almost the same. So you're just changing the way of the letters, and it's actually it's just the letter vav, I think. Yeah. You put the vav, you change the vav, you put it after the mem, so it's emunato, his certainty. So the way we approach it and working with Tree of Life, it's according our certainty. So try to go deep in your mind and think about it, because it's very deep what Rav Ashlag is saying. It's like according how I look at Kabbalah, how I accepting the ideas of Kabbalah, how I am accepting the ideas of the Torah, or to cleave myself with the Creator. This is my way to approach the tools and to use the tools. You see what I'm saying? Because when we have certainty in something, when we're certain about something, we will do anything that will be in our power to achieve it. Yes or no? If someone is certain about this woman, this man, or this business, or whatever, this house, he will do everything in his power, will activate all his connections to achieve the goal. Yes or no? That's the thing. That's the thing. What about the Creator? So I need to ask myself just a second. So I'm in Kabbalah whatever years. I have so much in my toolbox. How much certainty I have with the tools that I have to cleave myself with the Creator? That's a question we all need to ask ourselves. Because this is what he says, we have to check. We want to be ready or not to be ready. Because we all been tested all the time. And the more we climb in, we been tested more. And we've been checked more. Think about, when a person is start from the bottom in the factory, right? And then he's making his way up till he become the CEO, right? When they check in him more, when he just, over there nobody sees him, when he's the CEO, right? But all of us want to be like the manager, CEO, maybe to have my own factory, my own company, my own this, franchise, right? But with that responsibility, or with that job actually, come huge responsibility. Just say the opposite, right? So many times we want that with other responsibility. Oh, this guy have a big check, 300,000, whatever a year, whatever. This car, we have this. We get jealous from whatever. But do you know really what he's doing? Do you know how he get there even? Do you know all the story? Do you know his life? What do you know? Do you know how much maybe headaches he have all day long that he need to give answers or to give this? Do you know? What we see, we just see again. We see the clothing. We don't see inside. So we know in life we went through those stages, and we got whatever job, or even got married, or have kids, or suddenly, wow, I have more responsibility. But I want it. But I got more responsibility. But not necessarily I'm feeling I'm ready. It's happened to you once that you got it and you don't feel you're ready? Yes, no? Yes. Don't be afraid. They can see you in the camera. You can see. No, because why I'm asking you, because we need to see if you can relate to it. Because it needs somehow to click. I need to see it in my life, how it's happened. Then I know how to tweak it. I want to start, because again, I need to change my consciousness. Because if I'm not changing my consciousness, we can change places, we can change houses, we can change cars, we can change whatever, even a place that we work in, but still we can be the same people. We say in Hebrew, the same lady, different dress. What's the difference? You change the dress. So it makes you more special? Yes? Because she changed the dress, she become a nice person? No. So we think I will change this, we'll change that, we'll change that. We change in 1%. I need to change from inside my consciousness. So he's saying certainty, the way you're working with the Creator, that your art, it's a certainty. You know, if you somebody's artist here. Ah, yes, you are an artist. Yes, but you know when I don't know, maybe you tell me who said it, but I forgot. But when you're taking a stone, right? A stone. For us, we look at the stone, we see stone, right? An artist, he will see already the face or the body or whatever, you know, he already see it over there, and he start to work on it. And maybe after a week or whatever months or whatever time it will take him, we will come and say, wow, that's amazing. What he did from this stone. There are people see it, you know, someone see it on TikTok or whatever, like Facebook, I don't know where they put it. People taking the wood, and with a knife, up, they have like something. I said, what? How he did it, you know? Why? They look, when they don't see a wood, they see the art already. They see the vision, they see the light in it, right? They just, what they do, they're removing the klipot. Hop, right? So it's for us like we're taking an orange because somebody told us to peel the orange and to eat it. But let's say if we grow in a place, nobody told you how to peel the orange. You might see an animal just eat and you will take it and think about, it's bitter, you're going to throw it away. So we need to peel, right? So also in our life, when I have certainty, it means, yeah, it's going to be obstacles because we need to earn the light. But if I have certainty, I will start to peel what? The layers to find my blessings. And this is why I call it art. Because artists, they get a vision and now they put in the vision into action in this world. So according to my certainty that I trust the light, I will continue on doing things in my life. Ask for help, ask for guidance, right? But I open myself up to remove the layers, to remove the klipot. Questions still here? No questions. Are you with me? It's very powerful what I was saying, you know. It sounds very simple, because it is simple, but it's very deep. It's very deep because I need to pay attention. This is why I'm trying to emphasize a point here because you know, something that the Rav said all the time, and the Kabbalists is saying it, you know, thousands of years. Because what the Rav says, what the only real thing, it's consciousness and the Hebrew letters. Consciousness and the Hebrew letters. Because the Hebrew letters, they are the connection between the two universes. Okay? This is from the Torah, it's the first letters, the first language. Then 70 languages. But the only two things that they are real, the consciousness and Hebrew letters. Because everything around us, it's not real. Everything is not real. It's not real. Okay? So if consciousness, it's everything. Is what I've said. You know, it's for us maybe it's hard to grasp, but the more we dig in and go deeper, we remove the layers. B'ezrat Hashem, you know, we need to ask from the Creator to beg. I want to get it. 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 You know, I want to get that energy. Because if we got it, boom, we cleave ourselves like divine inspiration. Boom, you're there. And when you're there, you start to operate from a different level. You know, maybe you read this book, but they did research, but there is I don't know if one or two or few books about people that left the world and come back. It doesn't matter where they're in the world, they share almost the same things. It was a few people here and showing me what they saw, what this, like amazing stuff, right? But when they're coming back, they're coming back different people. So their belief, their certainty, it's like totally different. They operating from different places. Doesn't mean they become maybe religious or whatever, but they search in whatever the job they receive to do. Yes?
No, as it expands, they're totally expanded into the universe, basically.
Yeah.
Even
Because they see what there is over there. When coming here, they see actually like, what we're dealing with. Right. So, but think about for that, why the Creator let different souls to come back and to share with us. Think about it for a second. Why? Because we can read those books and wow, amazing. Wow, yeah, and we continue with our life. It's a message. It's a message from the Creator. Listen, I let this soul to see some secrets. He come back to reveal a message because they've been told to reveal a message, and each one of them have different message to share.
Yeah,
of course,
it's easier to relate to the person.
Because in his neighborhood, in his community, people know him. He left and then come back. Boom, and he shared. So we're supposed to wake up from it. Okay, so the light sending us messages all the time. So we need to start to have that certainty that really, really what I study in Kabbalah 1, I want to manifest it. I want to type into the 99%. I don't want to have it like just as a slogan. I want to type to the 99%. Do we pray for it? Do we ask for it? Or we cool with the, 0.5% or 20% or 1% or whatever we have, right? I don't know, they said Einstein have 4%. Use his brain 4%, right? Einstein. I don't know how much we use it, but okay. So if we're cool with that, okay, cool. But if we're not cool about it, we need to ask, because if we're not asking, how are we going to receive? Right? Simple as it is. So he's saying, כי אומנותו אותיות אמונתו. בדומה לאדם שמאמין לחברו ומלווה לו כסף, אפשר שיאמין לו על לירה אחת. It's like a person that believe his friend and he loan him money, and maybe he believe him for, let's say, he says 1 lira, let's say $1. So he believe him, he loan him money, he said, okay, I can give you $1, because he believe him, he can give me back $1, okay? ואם ידרשו לנו 2 לירות, and if the person will ask him, can you give me $2? יסרב לעבוד, he said, no, $2 I can't give you, $1 I can give you. Because why? He believed that he can give him back $1. He doesn't believe he can give him back $2. ואפשר, אבל לא יותר מזה, but not more than that. That's it. $1 okay, $2 no. אבל לא יותר מזה. ואפשר שיאמין לו אפילו ללוות לו את חצי רכושו. And there is a person that even will believe the person could give him half of everything that he have. There is people like that. How much do you need? 500,000, 1 million. It's half. Take. I believe you're my friend. I love you. I'm sure you know people like that, or you heard. But not all of what he have. Not all of his belongings, right? half. אבל לא כל רכושו. אפשר גם כן שיאמין לו על כל רכושו בלי שום צל של פחד. And there are people, he says, that will give everything they have with no fear. Yes. But he's talking about certainty, right? ואמונה זו האחרונה נחשבת לאמונה שלמה. He said, and the last one that the person, if a person have the certainty, again, I'm not telling you to do it, so don't try it at home, but I'm saying, Rav Ashlag is saying, there are 3 levels of certainty. He says, the last certainty, he says, this is the highest level of certainty, because it's a complete certainty, with no doubt. אבל באופנים הקודמים נבחנת לאמונה בלתי שלמה, because before it wasn't the complete certainty. It's called calculating. Oh, $1, oh, half. Here it says everything. אלא שהיא אמונה חלקית. It's a partial certainty. אם פחות אם יותר. Of course, Rav Ashlag, I'm not talking about now that we run into about loans right now. We're talking about the Creator. But in real life, there are those situations that you give someone something according to your certainty, right? This is what you're going to give. But there are people that have different certainty, different levels, that they will give in different ways, right? We're talking about the light. אם פחות או אם יותר. כך אדם אחד מקצה לו מתוך שיעור אמונתו בהשם. He said, in the same way that the levels that the person will give, that certainty that he have toward the Creator. רק שעה אחת מיומו לעסוק בתורה ובעבודה, a person will give just 1 hour from his whole day to be busy with the Creator, to do the work of the light. And the other person will give 2 hours to do the spiritual work according his certainty in the Creator. And the third one, he's not going to leave even 1 second from his time that, in between work, in between whatever you need to do for him and his family, without be busy with the tree of life. Now, actually, that didn't say all day you need to pray or to meditate, but he says, in your free time, what we are doing with our free time. That's what he says. So it means, even though I'm doing my physical work, the light is in my consciousness. So in my free time, I will scan the Zohar, I will meditate, I will connect. It doesn't matter, I'll do even health stuff for myself, to be healthy, to make sure my vessel is ready to receive the light, right? I'm not going to do like things that will hurt myself in different things, right? Get upset, get angry, do this, do that, not sleeping, different things, drinking, all of different things, I'm hurting myself. So what do you do with your free time? So it means to have the light in my consciousness all the time, because I know if my vessel is ready, the light can be revealed. That's about full certainty in the Creator. Because if we think about it, most of the time, it's not that people hurting us. We hurting ourselves. Then what's happened, we see that people hurting us, but this is already the result. If somebody telling us something or talk about it, whatever, people, it's a result of something we did, but we don't put 1 + 1, we don't remember what we did, we didn't do. So the light just showing us just a second, but you did something, now this is the result. So now many times we stuck in that picture of what the person did say or didn't say, and we're dealing with that instead of saying, of course we need to deal also with that maybe, but maybe not in the beginning, just a second. Maybe go back and check yourself and do tshuva and purify your vessel. And then when you approach him, if you find that you need to approach the person after, you already come from a clean and clear consciousness, not from a reactive vessel, not with reactive vessel. Because most of the time we come in with reactive vessel to solve the problem. If you check the past, it can't really work. Even the person will tell us, you know what, okay, I'm sorry, you're right. And he will leave. But many times we will feel, he didn't really get what I'm saying, right? It's happened to you that once a person tell you, you know what, I'm sorry, I got it, I'm sorry. You just want to just shut up and leave. This is what actually he's saying, right? So we will feel it, right? We feel like, no, you listen, you don't listen to me. No, I told you that, I'm sorry, that's it, no. So it means we didn't clear it from our heart. We came like this. Because remember, Karen said, there's something very powerful, It's two different things, The Torah says that, the Kabbalists actually saying, but it's from the Torah, if one of the ways to purify our heart, imagine right now, and you should try, it's very powerful. We have different people that we feel or we think or we know that hurt us. Yes, in the past, in this, now, whatever. So what's happened, that energy goes through our vessel, through our heart, through our blood system, give the information to all of the body parts. And still, if we remember the person name, poof, we go to the situation and we feel all this energy again. We're trying to avoid it, but then something will remind us because we didn't clean, we didn't deal with it. Somehow, or we try to deal with it, the person doesn't want to listen, whatever reason, okay? But still, it is in my system. How that energy serves me? Doesn't serve me. I want to light, love to the world, peace for the world, and. But really, every time, like this, whatever person, we like, just a second. So still I have negativity in my system. So it says, HaMevorech mevorach. The person that blessed, he will be blessed first. So try to imagine right now, this person or that situation that we have, pray for this person. Bless him. Try. Bless him. You see, just that thought of that person that, let's say, I hate right now, whatever he did for me, he need to say, I'm sorry, Now you want me to pray for him? I need to bless him to be rich, to have money, to have health, to have wealth, to have love. What? Do you know what he did to me? Are you crazy? Okay. Are you happy with what you feel? If you're happy, fine. Don't complain. Shh. But if you're not happy, first of all purified your vessel. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. It doesn't mean you are right. It means you're not in balance right now. We're not in balance. What is that in Kabbalah? Right or left or central. We need all of them. But I need to take the right and the left and to put them together, one, to be central color. So it means for me right now, when I'm thinking about this person and we feel so right about it, no, you don't understand it. Okay, if, I told you many times, record yourself, right? So if you listen to yourself what he's saying about this person, you said, oh my God, like, what's going on? But maybe the person is already living in, I don't know, whatever, Australia, got married already, whatever, this person moved, huh?
Maybe it's not even on the earth anymore.
Maybe some people leave Earth, right? And we still have this rate. So, oh my God, why? It doesn't support me.
No.
So even someone want to give us full love, how can I accept full love if I'm having this in my heart? So first of all, I want to purify my vessel. I want to purify. So that's, I'm going inside and doing my work and purified my vessel. Because he says, because, to have that art, you think it's easy for artists to do what they do. It's not easy. They love to do what they do. But if you check, not all of the artists on earth, they are rich people. Most of them, they don't have money. Barely to even some of them maybe fine buying food. You can see in New York on the subway or whatever, sometimes you can sit over there, you listen to musicians, like beautiful music or beautiful picture or whatever, but they are there. Some of them, find a way and, somebody find them so they become maybe famous, but most of them, no. Yes, they love what they do, but it means they will have money, rich, whatever. No. But this is their certainty. This is what they do, whatever. They love to do what they do. We need to start to make sure that what I'm doing, I need to ask myself again, why I'm doing what I'm doing? And if I have certainty that what I'm doing will cleave me with the Creator. If I have the certainty, so even though I'm doing mistake, somehow the light will fix it. Somehow the angels will fix it to good. It's all according to my intention. And when you're talking with people, start to pay attention. You will see. If we're not coming from the right place, we will say a word, and now we have an argument and fight. So if you catch yourself and you kind of just try to listen to whatever sentence you said before, and you check your conscience, you see that you didn't come from the right place, you might break your ego. You want to break it. You said, you know what? You're really right. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't say that word. I shouldn't say it. Instead of now mumbling another half an hour that you're not right. You just say something you shouldn't say and you didn't come from the right place. We want to start to fix things because I want to clear the light. I don't want to create more chaos in my life. Okay? So, this remote doesn't work, so I need to put it from here. If I will find... Where is it? Somebody know about computers? There's no...
No mouse?
No?
Yes.
Huh?
Can you see? You want to play?
Yeah, just play. There is. Yeah.
Rather, cause and effect. אשר הסיבה נקרא קודם, והמסובב הנמשך ממנו מכונה בשם אחר כך. In other words, it is not that the Creator thought first one way, and then changed his mind and thought another way. But rather, he first had to think this way because the result would not come about if it didn't think this way. In other words, it's cause and effect. Not that he changed his mind. He knew that to achieve Rahamim, first, what caused the aspect of Midat Rahamim? Only if there was first din. But not that he changed his mind. There was no time. זה השמיענו לנו חז"ל אשר הסיבה הראשונה של העולמות הנקרא עולם הראשון, the reason, the cause or the first cause of the worlds, which are called the first worlds, Netzav Yasab B'Pchinat Kli Malchut Levad, Amchuna Midat Adin. When there is just Malchut, that is called Midat Adin. That is Midat Adin. Sharing, and only one other concept, receiving. It had to emerge first that way, because if it didn't emerge, the thought was Midat Arachamim. He knew that from the beginning.
You might need to listen to it again. So.
But Midat Adin had to precede Midat Arachamim. Elera she'eino olam mitkayem. Now we understand. But why did he have to do it first that way? Because he knew that the way it says, because the world could not exist if it would remain in a state of Midat Hadin. Koloma, she'ein b'zeh oto shleimut hanitzah b'briyat olam. In other words, everything is thought consciousness. The thought was what? To create a completion, to create the thought of creation. To achieve the result of thought of creation. To remove bread of shame. First, he had to create an Ein Sof. Because if there was no Ein Sof, the emergence of bread of shame could never exist. There had to be a total sharing and a total receiving. Now that they're emergent, total receiving, now
You can have lack and then.
now that would cause the feeling of bread of shame. But if you didn't have the first, you couldn't have the second. So it's not that he thought, the reason he then changed his mind and injected Midat Arachamim, because he saw that it couldn't exist this way. Not because he saw that it couldn't exist this way. Bread of shame would never have emerged had there not been the aspect of Ein Sof.
Didn't the bread of shame emerge after the lack? Now I can't take it because I didn't earn it? The bread of shame wasn't in it.
After he received totally Ein Sof,
Then came Bina,
Then-
where he.
no.
Was
Then came the awareness that he was just a receiver.
And wanted to be like the
He
creator.
wanted to be like the creator. That's bread of shame.
That's bread of shame.
That's bread of shame.
In other words, the guy had to have the opportunity to shoot first, so he could have a space later, and the next time.
I'm sure. No. We say, if there was no total sharing, and if there was no total receiving, the world of bread of shame could not come out. The world we exist could not have emerged.
I thought it was only after the lack. He wanted to be like the creator to be able to share, not because of bread of
But it
shame,
didn't
but
fit.
because of just to be like the creator. And then
That-
the bread of
that-
shame.
That is the capsule of bread of shame.
Which was more magnified later, after he had the lack and
No,
wanted
at
it
the
back,
same
but-
time, it's the same idea. It's the same idea. I'm a receiver. What does bread of shame mean? I'm receiving all the time. What happens if I would be sharing all the time? There would be no opportunity for bread of shame, right? But I couldn't give back to the Creator because he didn't need, he himself was totally fulfilled. So that was the capsule that created the restriction, the tzimtzum.
When you receive all of it, you become same conscious as the sharer. Then he felt that he wants to share.
Correct. Correct. It was a normal consequence.
It's very powerful what the Rav saying. But if we are in, because to be in a place of all the time sharing, it's a place of consciousness. Doesn't mean physically you share all the time, but it's a matter of consciousness. So again, it's very deep. We're talking about the power of thoughts today and the power of words, right? So it's like every day we have the opportunities to pay attention to what's going on in our thoughts, in our mind, and our words, and we can. And not always, we will argue or we'll say things, but we need to be in line with what we feel inside. And you will see that sometimes you have a thought and you say something, you feel something inside. Oh, just a second, I'm not in line. Like I lost the connection with the light. So because why? Because right now I wasn't in a thought of sharing. I was in a thought of taking. So if we pay attention, we'll see, oh wow, I was thinking to take right now. Now the person doesn't know. No argument, even just regular talk. But I was in a mode of taking, I will feel it. So I just need to see it and to change my consciousness. You know what, how can I share? There is amazing, it's amazing way to see, I don't know, I just watched a few series, but it's about a hospital in New York. I forgot the name. There's a series on Netflix, but the amazing thing to see about this guy, that he came to this hospital and he kind of... Amsterdam, right? New Amsterdam, yes. So to see this guy, but it's a concept of consciousness, that he came from a place of what he asking all the time? How can I help? Right? Simple, not complicated. And he really wanted to help, but they didn't believe him at the beginning. So he fired almost he fired the whole cardiologic, but because of a different reason, right? But for us, if somebody say, how can I help? It's like something is fishy, just like, and a manager say that, like, it's like, just like, what, everybody, nobody said nothing. So, but the thing is, so we're not used to it, but imagine if you start to practice just in your mind, just what I've said, mode of sharing, right? If I can just practice, how can I help? How can I help? Even to help, it doesn't mean I have to do something I can't even do. The beautiful story about Rav Ashlag, and we finish with that. That he used to help a lot of people. And one of those days, a guy came to him and asked for help to pray. His daughter was sick, and Rav Ashlag prayed and tried, and he couldn't open the gates. And he said, "Listen, I'm sorry. It was so many hours. I can't." So the guy said, "Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it." And he left. And suddenly, after a few minutes, he hearing the carriage behind him. Hey, wait! So it was Baal Shem Tov. So he said, "Oh wow, did you find a way to open the gate?" As he said, "No, but I realized I can open the gate, but at least I can cry with you together." So he hugged him, and they sit on the road over there, and he hugged him, and they cried together. So at least he could be there for him. So many times we think, oh, sharing, but no, all day it's tiring, it's this. No, what I mean sharing for us, just to go work and help every day. No, it's a way of consciousness. Don't worry, just think about just to practice, how can I help? And then it's conversation, how can I help? Just if you think about it, I'm not thinking about myself. So it's not about me. The person needs even a smile. You need, hug. You need, okay, hug maybe it's dangerous. Don't hug and don't do that. But I'm saying, like, people, we need simple things, We need attention. We need a smile. We need something. We even, right? So if I can change that, and this is what I said, so then no bread of shame. And we might not feel bad even, because I don't have expectation from you now to tell me thank you. No. Like, how can I help? Take a coffee. How can I help? Take this, tea, whatever. Like, no, I want the light. I want the light. I want to be the first to receive the light. And this is what we want to, what we said today about the thoughts, about the consciousness, about the words. I want to use all of those amazing tools, very powerful tools, really to purify myself and to cleave myself with the Creator. Good luck for all of us. Let's stop just this, because I have announcements. Just press the button. So